Hey guys, so welcome to your weekly video. What we want to cover today is what are realtors, what do they do as part of the purchase or sale process, and also in talking about that, what are the differences between a realtor and an agent? And so if we can define those, I think the rest of it will kind of fall into place. So I'm Carlos Colon with Georgia Perimeter Homes, and welcome to your weekly video. Welcome back, you guys. So let's get straight into it. In order to define what realtors do, let's go ahead and jump straight into defining the differences between a realtor and an agent, because there are differences. The best way to simplify it and define what a realtor is to think, okay, when you get licensed as an agent or as a real estate agent, when you get licensed, you're an agent. I mean, right there. You park your license with a broker, you're an agent. In order to become a realtor, you have to sign up with a board and then abide by the National Association of Realtors Code of Ethics, as well as their professional standards. So you have agents, then you have realtors, that's a step above that, that are held to a higher standard. Basically what that means is does that mean that agents can get away with murder? No. They can't just do whatever they want. You still have, in our state, for example, the Georgia Real Estate Commission that they all have to abide by. It's just now, if you're a realtor, you also have this overlapping layer of additional code of ethics and 17 additional things, professional standards that you also have to abide by. Those professional standards vary from it's really talking about duties to the public, as far as what your clients and what you do for your clients and what you should be doing for them, as well as your duties to other realtors and how you should treat them and behave alongside them in your day-to-day practices. So it is important to know the differences. So the assumption is always, of course, if you're hiring someone that's held to a higher standard, that you would typically have a higher quality agent working for you, or realtor in this case. So now, what do they do? Okay, so they both follow through the same procedures, which is helping sellers sell homes and buyers buy homes. The best way to really think about this is there's always two agents, or there should be two agents involved in every real estate transaction. One representing the seller, one representing the buyer. In a case where you have that representation, obviously, as a realtor, which I am, I would be expected to hold my client's best interests first above anyone else's or my own even. And that's important to understand, because that is how we start to get into the ethical parts of how you should behave in your business world and business practices. So understand those. If you want to understand the 17 conducts or professional standards as well, you can always look them up and just look up professional standards for realtor online and just look at those and kind of understand what those are. One of the ways that our team has defined it is big R, little r, which is big R if you're a realtor and a member of a board, little r if you are not. So now they will walk you through the entire home buying process. So if they're selling your home, their job is to list your home, and at that point procure a great buyer for your home. And that's also a misunderstanding, is what is a listing agent supposed to do? A listing agent's job is to get buyers for your home. That's it. It's not just to put it on the MLS. So there is a misconception about what that job is. And so also the best way to think about this is the person actually paying these agents is always the buyer. It's never really the seller, and we can do that breakdown later. So in knowing that, you walk from start to finish. The agent or the realtor's job is to protect their client and look out for their client's best interest the entire time of the transaction. That is the most simplest way to put it down on paper, so to say. So, what do you do if your realtor you feel has not been doing that? Well, if they are a realtor, you could always reach out to their board or the National Association of Realtors and just send them a message about your experience and what's happened, and of course they can give you feedback on whether this is normal or not. And so those were some of the professional standards that they're expected to be held to. Also, you can always reach out to the Georgia Real Estate Commission as well and ask the same questions just to see what they have to say about it, just to make sure that what you're experiencing is not something that's unusual. But if you feel that it's unusual, please, you should be investigating and just to find out whether this was normal practice or not. This is always why you should always interview several agents before deciding who you're going to work with as well. And it's important to just not choose your very first one. Interview several and pick the best. It's just like if you were hiring someone for a position. Interview enough so that you can make an informed decision on who's going to look out for your best interest and do the best job for you. All right, so if you have any other questions about this, or if you're looking to buy or sell a property, please give us a call. Our number is 770-314-1285, or check out our website at www.georgiaperimeterhomes.com. Thanks. Bye.